You basically said it. You said we had about 10 seconds in the shot clock. It shouldn't have been that difficult. It really shouldn't have been. But it was, so, that happens, I mean, because then you got to go to quick hits or, a pattern that has continuity. So when you run it through enough times, there's bound to be a mistake. When that happens and you run one cut and then you got to take that shot, and then it causes bad shooting opportunities. And so at the end of the day, I thought that, interestingly enough, Kelsey Mitchell's one of the greatest ball handlers, period. But they could have had problems too if we had been able to press. But we didn't press because we didn't have the depth, and all of the people that were there, I'm not sure that they really did know all of the different positions. It would have been good for us to have been able to press, as long as we were covering everything long. But there were several times when you saw them maybe look like they're struggling in the backcourt, and then all of a sudden make that pass down long. I can yell all I want to, but long story short is we're missing things. So, what's amazing is that we seem to be very comfortable with 45. I think the last time we played Ohio State, we may have had 26 turnovers. So that's pretty good. Today we just now had 21. So we're doing better. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that, and the sad part about it is this: we have been averaging way too many turnovers, period. Giving the ball to each other, I mean them, then we to each other. So I think that we got to be a lot more calm. We have to be more patient, and we have to play with poise, and all the guards need to be confident in handling the ball. That press showed that we were not as comfortable as we should be, or that we would like to be, because we kept trying to take the ball in one direction. That's because, we're not as comfortable taking it in another direction, which is, in order to move anything, especially when you're talking about a zone, you got to be able to swing and then quickly get it back to the opposite side. That wasn't happening. And the coaches got to be really happy with what they did. And so, not to take anything away from Ohio State, but I'm more unhappy about the way we handle the press, period. It's as simple as that.
Well, they shot 20 free throws. You guys only had 6. How do you guys get to the line more?
Are you asking me or are you asking her?
I was asking
Good. Go ahead.
You gotta attack the basketball. Go ahead.
All right. Shrita, how would you describe the team's mindset heading into the Big Ten tournament?
Play every game like it's your last game. You can't go in playing only 30, 20 minutes. You got to play the whole 40 minutes.
You know what you might want to ask? Look how many foul shots were shot. You asking a question. Ask the people who shot the foul shots and why the other people didn't get foul shots. Because if you look at the game, those gaps were wide open. Wide open. Wide open. On the other hand, we shot 18 threes. So could we have shot closer? Could we have attacked? They run a dribble drive offense, and I understand that. But it's an inclination of those guards when they look down and they just get their eyes up, but their head, they get their body into you. They're going to attack. They're going to make somebody give it up. We incline ourselves to shoot jumpers. And so when it happens, we're never going to be able to do that. We can look at that and break the tape down. We knew that they were going to do that. That's why we practice where the rotation has to take place. And I thought that the Post did an admirable job, believe it or not. They did a nice job of the rotating that was taking place. And Ohio State attempted to drive, just like we thought they were. But that's what they do.
I'm sorry, to follow up, I know obviously it hasn't been the season you women wanted, but can this psychologically be a little bit of a fresh start to go to the Big Ten tournament?
Honestly, I'm not really sure, but I just feel like everybody mindset just needs to be different. Like, let everything go and just try to play it as if the season's over and these are new games. Because everything happens in March. It's a miracle. Like we can go in the Big Ten and we can shot people. I believe in my teammates, and I'm pretty sure they believe the same.
In order to do that and turn your heads in the tournament, what do you guys need to improve on offense?
gotta attack the basket more, and we gotta hit some shots. And that's just typically it. It's the numbers that have to match up at the end of the game.
Do you know who you play yet? And then kind of jumble at the bottom.
You know what, I really don't know, and it's really not gonna matter. I think that our best bet is to prepare generically, to be honest with you, because it really doesn't matter to us as coaches. At the end of the day, there are basic fundamentals of the game that we have obviously not learned, even into the last game. So this might sound strange for me to say, but I'm gonna say this to you. I would rather treat this as a practice, because until we really understand what we're trying to do ourselves, then why prepare for Wisconsin or Illinois, because those are subject to be the two. It's not even about that, because here's what I know. I know that if you do the fundamentals right, it doesn't matter whether Ohio State comes down the pike, Maryland comes down the pike, or whatever. You own those skills. So, there are certain nuances. Like, for example, we know that Ohio State plays a dribble drive, okay? And we know that, they were probably, if you don't score, they're going to probably play. If they don't score, they're probably going to play man. If they do score, they're probably going to go zone. So we obviously need to adjust to switching from a zone to a man, But we ran, all the patterns that we were running today were things that it didn't matter whether it was a zone or a man. It still comes down to, when you turn the ball over, that it comes down to being able to see, and the person who's receiving the ball to be out of the line of the defense. The A and B have to make that connection. Simple as that, And so, what can I do? We're going to keep on working at it, because as frustrated as we all are with this, I can't imagine myself coming to practice not trying to get better every day. And maybe one day we just going to shazam, it's just going to click and we're there. But we've got to keep on working at it until such time that it does. So it's not going to matter. It really isn't matter. It's not going to matter who we play.
Any other questions?
Thank you.